Ellis Thompson wasn't born to be a soldier. He was born in Jasper, Alabama, on a Sunday morning in July, with the smell of cornbread and red clay in the air. The kind of town where everybody knew your daddy's daddy and your business, even if you didn't. He was the youngest of three, always quiet, the one who fed the stray dog behind the diner and helped the preacher without being asked. His mama used to say that boys' hearts too soft for this world. When he got drafted in '67, she didn't cry in front of him, just pressed a folded letter into his hand on the train platform and said, "Don't open this till you really need it." Then she walked away, didn't wave, didn't look back, and neither did he. They shaved his head in San Diego, gave him a rifle, a bunk, and a drill sergeant who could shatter glass with his voice. But Ellis didn't break. He didn't shout back, didn't fight. He listened, observed, and learned. Fast, Sergeant Klein once barked, "Thompson, you're the only man I've ever seen look calm during a live grenade drill." Ellis just blinked and said, "Sir, fear's just a shadow." Sir, by the time he landed in Da Nang, his boots weren't even scuffed. Ellis survived Hugh, then Khe-Sanh, then the plane ride home. But the war didn't end at the airport. It followed him home, like smoke on his skin. People called him hero, but he couldn't even walk past a firecracker stand without flinching. He tried college, lasted a week, tried construction, couldn't stand the hammering, tried relationships. But how do you love someone when you left your soul in Southeast Asia? So he drifted. Eventually, he settled in Mississippi, didn't own much, just a coat, a Bible he didn't read, and a letter. Every evening at sunset, he'd sit on the same bench in the same park, didn't ask for money, didn't talk to anyone, he just sat, watched the sky change colors, and sometimes, if the light hit just right, he'd pull out the letter and read it again, even though he already had it memorized. One day, a girl around 10 sat beside him. She asked, "You waitin' on someone?" Ellis nodded. "Yeah, I reckon I am." She smiled. "Who?" He looked at her, smiled too, softer than he'd smiled in years. "The man I used to be. There are soldiers whose names we carve into stone, and there are soldiers who walk among us, invisible." Private Ellis Thompson never made the history books, but maybe, just maybe, if you ever sit beside a stranger at sunset, and he says nothing, but holds a letter close to his chest, you'll know his story now, and you'll remember him.